Chris, is Tennessee as good as what they showed us on Saturday night against NC State?
I think they are. Yeah, I think Tennessee's for real. Now, I'm not saying they're going to go undefeated or win the SEC, but no, I had them as a college football playoff team before the season. I had them at 10-2, locking in their spot in the playoff, and I feel really confident about that pick. And you know what's crazy, Mark? I actually had them 10-2 with a loss to Oklahoma. So if those two teams played this week, I would be taking the Volunteers. There's no question. So I think Tennessee is absolutely a 10 or 11 win team. I think they've got the makings of that. They've got some tests down the road. Alabama will come to town. They're going to have to go to Georgia along with the rest of the SEC slate. Florida is never an easy game for them, even with what Florida is this year. But no, Tennessee's for real. I mean, they're find the holes. You know, I mean, I think secondary will probably continue to be the question for them, but they're so good in the front seven defensively. That's where my optimism came, Mark. We knew they'd be good offensively, right? I mean, Nico is the right trigger man for Josh Heupel. The offensive line is stout. The running back room is stout. The wide receiver room is full of electric playmakers. So, you know, they've got everything on the offensive side you need. And I think what's scary is we probably haven't even seen – I know we haven't seen the best version of Nico Iamaleava. But on the defensive side, that front seven was why I was really, really excited about Tennessee and optimistic about them. And, I mean, the way they just throttled NC State, Mark. I mean, was NC State a little bit overrated? How does NC State stack up to some of the SEC competition they'll see? I mean, that's debatable, but I think NC State's a quality team, and they made them look totally incompetent. So, yeah, Josh Heupel and company, they're a force to be reckoned with. And again, I feel really, really good about my pick in the preseason. They'll be in the college football playoff.
Chris, I'm right there with you because we may see NC State step into the ACC and be ultra competitive and possibly compete for a championship. Dave Doran typically has them at 8-4, 9-3 in that range. And I know they struggled against Western Carolina, but with Grayson McCall at the controls, I would not be surprised if they had a decent season like they do each and every year. And for Tennessee just to completely just drag them around the field, and you just sized up the offense. The offense could be the best in the nation when it's all said and done as Nico continues to improve and all those weapons all over the place. And they may have 2025's number one pick in the NFL draft, James Pierce, leading that defense.